Ba ba mom ba bo bo ba. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba. All right. Now that that's come up, let me see. Um, so what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for some people to show up, I'm not going to wait too long, but while I'm waiting a little bit for that, I'm going to look through the things I'm planning to play on Halloween, my Halloween stream. I'm going to start setting those up to buy. Won't buy them quite yet, but I'm going to start setting them up. So I want to say add that. And that. Okay. Oh, what's okay? I thought that was going to start or something. Let's see. Believe that's also here. Let me see. Yep. So that as well. Oh, I should actually. So let's do that. Hey, Monmouth, welcome. I am gonna do this. that's just how it works. That'll be easier. Maybe I'll stop now since you're on the stream. While I was waiting for people to show up, and I wasn't going to wait too long. I mean, if you're able to make it or not, that's up to you, obviously. But I was going to start buying games if I don't already own them for my Halloween stream. But first, I want to compare Steam price with GOG price. With, if there happens to be another platform where I could find it, then compare that as well. Wrapping other half birthday presents. Oh, nice. Hey, Somni, welcome. Okay, so I will do that later. So I know I'll just write down what I found so far. And then this was... I think that's the same on both, so it doesn't matter. Here, right? Yeah. All right. We'll just leave that for now. That's fine. I don't need to keep doing it. I had just been doing it in the meantime while I was waiting. But everybody's here now, so I don't need to do that anymore. Are they? Well, that's good. Do you know how much of an economic hit Melbourne took? Generally, when you lock up something like the economy, right, where they can't make money, generally they tend to be more harshly hit than other places. It's not always true, but a weekly average of 8. Only 2 yesterday, so how many out of the week then? Uh, 14. Yeah, so we ended up returning to the office afterwards, right? This was the scene of the crime. That was 2 minutes after the hour. This is 14 minutes, so yeah. This one. 7.6. Almost pure. Yeah, sure. Yeah. See, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I don't have a problem with people trying to be safe. Yeah, pure. Get the wrong meaning on that. And people think you mean something totally different. I don't have a problem with people trying to... Hey, get off of my chat. I'm gonna have to ban some people. Block. Bye. Just show up in chat and start, hey, come to my website and buy my stuff. No? How about no? Wait, let me think. No. Hey, Fofox, welcome. Yeah, I don't have a problem with people trying to be safe, obviously. But I think people are... Did you see I don't know if you saw like I had posted in Discord earlier this week. Apparently, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's legit or not. I'm not sure, but apparently a large number of doctors, including one who's like the lead doctor in the Netherlands, kind of like their equivalent of the Surgeon General or something, I think. So in the United States, we have one called the Surgeon General. So like kind of overall, like the medical community as a whole, the official national message for the medical community. Stuff like, you know, smoking is bad for your health, officially, national message, stuff like that. Anyway. So I guess the head surgeon or something along those lines in the Netherlands
said said that it's been a lot more overblown, the whole stuff about COVID, and that we don't need to worry as much as we were and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'm not claiming anything. I'm just saying there was like a big thing where several people from several different countries, like from Ireland and the Netherlands, and I think Norway and stuff, sat down talking about it, saying, look, this is what we've concluded. And they have a whole bunch of doctors and then like even more nurses, all of whom collectively are saying the same thing. So we'll find out if this keeps being pushed, the lockdowns, or if they decide to change strategy. I'm not sure what's going to happen, right? Obviously, but do they? The chief medical officer could just, yeah. We kind of have the same thing in the United States, right? I mean, technically speaking, we don't, but we kind of do. So we have the Surgeon General can make a widespread call. You should do all of the following things. And the Surgeon General usually will follow the lead of like somebody that's over the CDC or something, right? So somebody that's over the Centers for Disease Control says something. Surgeon General pretty much will listen to them, right? And then give an official national recommendation. We recommend that you do this, but technically, because it's the United States, every single state decides for itself, and so it's up to the governors of each state to make that determination. We don't actually have to do what the Surgeon General says. It's not law. It's just a recommendation. Trump clashed with the head of the head of the CDC and stuff. Yeah, it's. I mean, but in fairness, just because Trump may disagree with somebody doesn't mean he's going to say don't follow their advice. He hears things like maybe this will work or maybe this will work, and he says, I've heard this might be helpful, maybe just a thought. And people like blow it way out of proportion and say that he's prescribing it and stuff. He never did that. He just said, I heard about this. Sounds positive. It would be nice if something like this could work, but yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know what you mean by getting away with murder. I mean, he says a lot of crap. He talks a lot, definitely. I don't know about doing stuff. I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. There's a lot of stuff people have claimed he did that he did not do. And there's stuff that, he's tried to downplay. I didn't really do that he actually did too. So I think it just depends on what you're talking about, really. I don't know what let me look. I don't know what our current quest is. We came back from there. Are we... She just said go back to the office. Are we going to go... Do we need to go down to see what's her name in the medical? But she was still at the crime scene, right? I don't think she's going to be there, but let's check. I don't know where we need to go. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to pretend like I'm some kind of an expert. I'm definitely not. I'm not making any official recommendations or anything. Personally, I feel like it's a combination of things. I feel like it's blown way out of proportion, and a lot of people are using that, like the fear of it and stuff, for political ends. And I think it needs to be taken more seriously than some people have acted. And those people acting like they don't need to take it seriously are also doing it for political ends, I think. I think it's both sides are kind of playing it. So, yeah. I hope your son's doing okay, Fofox, by the way. Yeah. I hope everything's going well for you. Yeah, 3 weeks. I don't like making predictions about stuff. Like, I think that, this person's going to win or this person's going to lose or anything like that. But I think that the polls we've been supposedly seeing and stuff really aren't what they're making them out to be. I feel like things are just we just don't. I feel like the people just don't know. We just don't know if one side or the other is actually ahead. I think they've screwed up. Like the polls that show Trump ahead are probably wrong. The polls that show Biden ahead are probably wrong. I don't know if I can trust anybody right now. Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like. I don't have any official, like, I don't have it in front of me or anything, so I can't officially say yes or no, right? But yeah, I think that's what it seems like, yeah.
I never used mixed public washroom.
Okay, was there something on here we saw before as well that might be a clue now?
Find out who the gunman was behind the grassy knoll.
Oh, no. It was a joke. Okay, I couldn't remember from before. All right, let's... I don't even know that we're going to find anything in here. I don't know if she's even going to be here. I don't. We were just supposed to. All I know is we were supposed to go back to headquarters. I don't know what that means. So yeah, I mean,
Locked.
once we're here,
Claire must still...
she's still at the murder scene. Because the chief told her to go back to headquarters, right? I thought. Didn't he at the end of last time say that? You know, though, I mean, you got to step away. You got to step away. Nobody's going to... First of all, nobody should and nobody will hold that against you. But secondly, I mean, it's completely understandable. What you do in your private time is up to you, Fofox. Nobody else should have anything to say about that, right? Whether it's something you need to do or something you want to do or you're just feeling lazy. I mean, any of that stuff, it should all be fine, right? It's your life. You live how you want to live. 14 behind. Okay, I knew it was like at least a dozen. Okay, so if you're 14 behind, then, yeah, so it would be starting at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, your time, on that Saturday. And then it'll go through to 2 p.m. the Sunday after for you. You could offer some suggestions if you want. It's not. I mean, that's
Door's
not.
locked.
That's not necessarily 100% in stone, but that's almost set in stone. That set of games. Now, I've not made the schedule yet. I need to decide what games are going to be played when. I also there's at least one game that's a little bit iffy. And that's the Remothered game. I'm definitely playing Remothered Broken Porcelain. It's just whether I do it on the Halloween stream or not. Because from everything I've been reading, like on Steam and stuff, comments by players, like there have been a bunch, it's like been mostly negative have been the reviews. And I was like, really? The first game was so good. What the heck? So I started looking at it, and the reviews that all are like saying that are pretty much not that the game itself is bad, that it's just buggy as hell. Yeah, exactly. So there were some people that said, you know, oh, there were parts of the game that they weren't very great story-wise, or I don't know about that. I mean, I'll judge that for myself. But if it's super buggy, I may not be doing Remothered on my Halloween stream. I don't want to run into, like, it keeps crashing and stuff like that. So we might just do another indie game or something in that point, in that spot. I don't know. Like I said, I'm definitely doing it. I just may not do it on my Halloween stream. Approximately 90 minutes to 2 hours generally. Sometimes it just varies a little bit. I think when I was playing...
I better leave these two at each other's throats.
I think when I was playing Resident Evil 7 on my Halloween stream 2 years ago, let's say, wait. Yeah, 2 years ago. It was, I think I did 2.5 hours, the first segment I played. I know there have been some games that have gone over and some that have gone not so long, so it just kind of depends. But I really don't know what I'm doing. Am I dumping stuff here?
I don't need to do that.
Okay, so not that.
I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that.
So I'm getting the feeling that we don't really want to be here anymore.
I don't need to do that.
I think we came here for that whole interrogation scene, and now we probably maybe need to go back to like the apartment complex. Oh yeah, Mia. What was her name? The friend of hers. I think we need to go talk to her and or possibly try to get into the club using her card now. I think maybe that's what we need to do. Yeah, well, like I said, ish 2 hours, right? Because there's actually, I think there are 14 games, I think. So it'll be slightly less. Like I said, I'll figure out the schedule and then I'll have the exact how long it is. Also, I have to slip in there breakfast, lunch, dinner, which are a half an hour each. So you lose an hour and a half there. Maybe that's why. So it's going to be 22 hours, 22 and a half. And then, of course, if I have a bathroom break or something too. But generally speaking. What do I need to eat? I'll just starve the whole time. That'll help keep me awake when my stomach's going by the end of the day. Yeah. Okay, let's go talk to her friend first. And then let's try to get into the place where her card lets us in. I think that's probably the next course of things. So it was the university, right? Was campus. There we go. Gosh. That's so sad, dude. We get there just in time to see her friend dead. Ooh, what is this?
He's not there.
Oh, this is just like a police thing, probably saying don't go here because of reasons. They won't actually say that he's down getting interrogated, I'm assuming, on the actual sticker or whatever.
Mia's not there.
Mia's not there either. Okay. So if Mia's not there, then yeah, let's try going to that club. See if we can get more clues from there. I don't know why you worry. I mean, okay, last year, in fairness, last year was a catastrophe, okay? I only got 3.5 hours sleep beforehand. So that was terrible. Going into 24 hours of staying awake just didn't happen. So I ended up not doing a full 24 hours last year. I ended up sleeping for a couple of hours to catch up. So I was then at 5.5. It was not a legit full 24 hours, but yeah, I mean, we're still counting it as last year's stream. I just failed on it. But then I woke up after the couple of hours, right? Like I think I went about 7 hours. No, 6. I think about 6 hours. And then I couldn't stay awake anymore. So I went to sleep for a couple of hours. And then I was still way tired, but I was fresh enough that I could continue the rest of the time. But then my internet was down for like 3 hours. So I had like a 5-hour break where I didn't. So it was only 19 hours last year. I hope that doesn't happen again this year. Both the fatigue as well as the internet problem. My internet just died. Like I couldn't even figure it out too. I was like, I got back on. Like I just left the stream running and had it on like I'll be right back. So I get back on, I switch it over to the game, and then I see the chat and it looks like nobody had chatted. I mean, it was the same stuff as before, and I was like, well, I mean, I was away, right? So I said, hey, I'm back, blah, 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 blah. And I started, going for a little bit. And there was nobody there. And I was like, what? And then I realized, I was like, oh. Percolated coffee, yeah. Imagine you're in a French hotel. Does it? I don't. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't know. I freaking love the smell of coffee. The smell is amazing, but I don't drink coffee. So I don't know. I have energy stuff that I drink, but it's not coffee. So where's the club? Red Lantern. Here we go. Yeah, nicotine will help, but yeah, that's obviously a habit you don't want to keep up. Yeah, but if I pass out, then I'm just asleep at my keyboard, right? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I didn't realize percolated coffee would do that. That's obviously not good. This. Um, he'll probably stop me, right? And then. It did show a hand icon for. Oh, wait, wait. Like right there. Why? There we go. That's an awfully small spot to give you to use this. It should be in this general area. That's kind of silly. That's also no, huh? None of that. What am I supposed to use then?
Not a good idea. He won't let me in unless I show him a pass.
Yeah, but I have a pass right here. So I don't know what I'm supposed to. Oh. What is this again? Ugh. I'm not good at manipulating this, apparently. Kinda, I guess, anyway. For a second I was like, well, maybe if I take the badge and I take a picture of myself and I like laminate it or something over at the police headquarters, but I don't know where another picture of myself is. Hey, Silhouette, welcome. Yeah, coffee's very acidic, so it's definitely not great, just in those terms, to regularly drink coffee. My sister drinks coffee all the time. Like, all the time. She's super addicted to this stuff. It's probably at least a little bit of additional reason why I will not drink it. But it's very acidic, so it can contribute to ulcers and stuff. But also, I don't know. I feel like there's more than just caffeine in coffee. Like you're talking about how it can paralyze somebody, for example. I wonder, there's probably other chemicals in coffee too, as well, right? So anyway, it's not the healthiest of things. Obviously, I mean, people should be able to do what they want to do, but I'm just saying. Okay, let's reload back to here, I guess, since we can't do anything there. And let me see if we can, maybe find a picture of ourselves at our desk. If we don't find a picture of ourselves there, the only other thing I could think is maybe get a picture of ourselves at Dad's house or our house or whatever, and then use that over here on the laminating machine is my thought, but I don't know if that's what the next thing is. Oh, you can't get in a place? Yeah, I don't see. This stuff's just going to be case files. This stuff again. So that's not. And I don't even know if what I'm going to try is what you're supposed to do. This is the only idea I have. All right, so this way. And I obviously don't know if this is going to work. This might just be a waste of time. If we're going to do it, probably upstairs, I'm guessing, but maybe not. I don't know.
Dad's room? Why the hell would I go in there?
Because you're looking for a picture, you weirdo. So you look back at the box again. Yeah, okay. Nope, I don't think so. So not here. So the only other thing, if I can talk, that I can think to do is ask Pat, so her dad, if he has a picture of her, like a small little, I don't know what size they are, 4x6 or something or whatever it is. Oh yeah, the club, yep. Yep, not yet. Dr. Pepper is nasty. There are certain flavors that were never meant to be combined. Dr. Pepper takes all of those and puts them together. It's disgusting. Keep in mind, I mean, Faux Fox knows this. I don't know if you other guys know this. Faux Fox already knows this, so I don't know why she keeps struggling with the fact that I don't like Dr. Pepper. I'm a super taster. I am a super taster. That means that any flavor that goes on my mouth gets hyper registered in my brain. So if something's sweet, it's super sweet. If something's bitter, it's super bitter. If something's sour, it's super sour. So you take the extreme of all of those flavors, it tastes like dirt to me somewhat. Not literally, but it really tastes gross. I get brain overload. When I get too much of a signal in my brain tries to make up something for the excess. I'm not kidding. So for example, if I eat something really sweet, really rich, like let's say I eat cheesecake, okay? If I try to eat cheesecake, that's so rich, if I eat it too quickly, I stop tasting sweet and it tastes like plastic on my tongue. I'm not kidding. It's just not fun. Because it's so sweet. My brain goes, I register sweet. What do you do with all this extra signal from the tongue? Who knows? So it throws something out. If something's too bitter, it actually twinges back here by my ear, like where the jaw meets the rest of the skull. It twinges and hurts. It really actually physically causes me pain if it's too bitter. If something's too salty, I only taste salt. And it feels like it burns a little bit. It's just the way that my brain deals with the physical anomaly I have of having way too many taste buds on my tongue. Like if you look, here, I'll show you. Not like this is the exciting part of the stream, but so if you look, not the cracks, I mean the cracks are there too, but my tongue is like a cat's tongue almost. It's like sandpaper because of how many taste buds there are. Like it's actually way too many. Oh, I forgot to switch back. Anyway, it's way too many. Way too many. So I get this extra elevated signal. My brain doesn't know what to do with it. So stuff actually starts tasting bad to me. So you give me Dr. Pepper, I get all these signals going, my brain can't handle it, and it tastes gross to me. So yeah, tongue cam. Anyway, panna cotta. Oh, yeah. Yep, if it's too sweet, yeah. Yeah, anyway. So, Faux Fox already knows this, but she always is like, I don't know how you can not like Dr. Pepper. Because I'm not normal. My tongue is not normal. That's how I cannot like Dr. Pepper. It doesn't register well on my tongue. My tongue freaks out and doesn't understand. Promethyl uracil? I've never tried that, so I don't know, but it might be true. I probably would. Yeah, because I can eat, so like a lot of people, they'll get like those plain kind of grain crackers that really, most people think they taste like almost like nothing. They say it tastes like cardboard or it doesn't taste at all, right? Most people, even normal tasters, say that it doesn't taste like anything. I actually can taste those. I think they taste good. But most people are like, so like if my parents, for example, if I visited them in the past, they've bought some new brand of like healthy crackers or something, right? Like biscuits that you would put potentially, you could put cheese or something on them or whatever. But they'll buy the box of biscuits. They'll try them. They'll be like, these are gross. I don't like these. They're like, and then I say they're gross. And my mom's like, well, it doesn't taste like anything. It's not really gross, but anyway, she says gross. It's not gross anyway. And so I'll be like, well, I'll eat them. And now, because of decades of my being alive and being weird like this, she'll give them to me, and I don't know if I'd say I'll love them, but I think they taste good. They taste pretty good anyway, usually. So, break your tooth on them? Well, it's not that they're hard, really. It's just that they don't really have. For most people at least, most people say that they can't really taste them. They don't really have flavor. So is our dad even around somewhere? Maybe he's in the bar or the pool, spa, whatever it is afterwards. Ah, that's actually yes and no. You can cook Brussels sprouts in a certain way that they're actually okay. Plus, as far as vegetables go, most vegetables that are bitter will be much less so once they've been cooked, boiled, or, obviously if you do something like saute them or something, but like if they're boiled or if they're broiled or something like that, if you cook them a different way, they'll actually lose a lot of the bitterness. So those I actually like the flavor of Brussels sprouts if they're cooked properly. If they're not cooked properly, yeah, I have a really hard time with them. That's right. Broccoli, raw broccoli is hard for me. If I have dip, it's tolerable, but still not great. But if it's cooked broccoli, I'm totally kosher with it. Brussels sprouts with bacon, well, anything with bacon. I mean, come on. Even for a super taster, that's true. I don't even know if he's going to have a picture for me.
Anything I can do for you, sweetheart?
No, Dad, I'm fine.
So much for getting a picture. Well, okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to use that card if I can't use a picture and falsify it. Because when I try it just straight, she's the game's like, screw you, Zexor. Nice try, but you suck. Or whatever. I mean, maybe not literally said that, but the game basically said that.
I haven't played in years. I probably suck now.
Yeah, that might help. Yeah, vegetables generally are not very salty. Celery. I mean, for a vegetable, celery salty. People act like celery has like buckets of salt. It really doesn't. Celery is salty for a vegetable, but it's not salty. I checked, and the amount of salt, the amount of sodium in a stick of celery is really minuscule. It's just much higher than in other vegetables. So, anyway, that was a bust. I checked the attic. Well, yeah, you can't even see over by the fireplace here once you're in this angle. So, nothing in the living room, nothing in the bar, nothing in the pool room where the dad is, or the hot tub room, I guess, where the dad is. Nothing in the kitchen, nothing in the dining room, nothing in the front room, upstairs hall. She won't go in dad's room. Did I go to the place at the very end of the hall? So her room, no. Attic, no. Maybe the very end of the hall? Her dad's office, that's right. You hear it? They have it making PC sounds. Hear that? Very slightly. It's like the hard drive or whatever. I also, by the way, don't like cola. So just throwing that out there. It's not just Dr. Pepper specifically. Like, I don't like, I mean, I know it's not, I know Dr. Pepper's not cola, but I'm just saying, I also don't like cola. So it's again, my tongue. My super taster tongue. Yep. I mean, well, how do I say this? I'm like neutral on cola. I don't think cola's gross. I just am not especially fond of it. Yeah, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, RC Cola, doesn't matter. Yep. But it's not that I think it's gross again. It's just that it's like kind of neutral for me. I oddly, because sweet overpowers my tongue, probably it's one of the worst flavors for me in terms of overloading my brain. I'll try this one more time. It doesn't make sense that we can't do something there. Anyway, Yeah, different countries, they do it a little bit differently. It's true. But even though sweet is one of... So the worst one for me is bitter. And after bitter, right after bitter is sweet. That's the next worst one for me. And even though sweet is really bad for me in terms of overloading my brain, some of my favorite pops or sodas are sweet ones, like root beer. Like, actually, my favorite is cream soda. Root beer is up there, but it's not. I probably would say cream soda, and then kind of the set of fruit sodas. So pineapple, strawberry, orange, that grouping, grape. Those all are kind of tied. I think probably pineapple first, and then grape. No, let me think. Yeah. No, probably, yeah, pineapple, grape, strawberry, orange, something like that in that order is probably right. I like apple sodas also, like apple beer. Anyway, but like I said, because it's super sweet and it overpowers my tongue, I kind of end up having to like take a sip and then not drink it for like a couple of minutes, then take another sip and then wait another couple of minutes. I can't really just chug. I mean, I can. Physically, I'm capable of chug, but then I'll overload, I'm sure. So I just eat a little bit at a time and then pause, then eat a little bit more and then pause. Yeah, I don't know why this is not allowing me to show him. I'm here. Combine it with this? No? Okay. Okay, what other places do I have on the map that maybe I need to try? Because there's got to be somewhere else that I can go and get more clues, right? Let's see. Campus, but I can't go to either whatever his name is that's being interrogated right now or Mia's place. I can't go to either of those two. Okay. And there's nowhere else. I already checked that whole downstairs entryway and stuff before going up the stairs. Nothing there. And up the stairs, there's only those two places, Mia's place and then the other place that I can't enter. So that's out of it right now. Pat's house, we just checked. Nothing there. Richard's Gallery, I just came from there. That's where the crime scene and stuff is. So I left there. I probably don't want to go back, I'm assuming, right? The office, I tried. I cannot go to Claire's. I can't go to talk to Claire because she's still at the crime scene. I can't. I go check the security footage. I mean, I guess I could do that, but I don't know that's going to do anything. Upstairs at the office, I tried my desk. I was at the interrogation room. I tried the drop-off, dropping like pictures and stuff. No. I could try. I tried going to the chief's office, but it was locked. Of course, he's in the interrogation room, so that's not a big surprise. I hovered over. Was it Mike? Our partner. Anyway, I hovered over kind of his desk and didn't see anything letting me interact. I could go directly to the laminating machine, but I don't know what good that's going to do because we don't have anything to laminate, right? I don't think. We would need, I'm still assuming, if we're going to do that at all, if that's even a thing, we need to find another picture of us to put on top, right? So I don't know if that's going to do anything either. The Red Lantern, he won't let us in. The fifth murder scene. I mean, going here, I don't... Yeah, see, I can't even go inside now. So there's no point to being at this murder scene. So that's not a thing. I think go back to the gallery and see. Maybe if I go in the front door, I could talk to Richard? I don't know. Maybe he has a picture? And we need to get it from him? Maybe. Oh, there's Mia. Oh.
I should leave these two alone. I should leave these two
Both
alone.
of them. Leave both of them alone. Okay. Okay. Go that way or this way. That goes back outside, right? So what's this? Oh. It's just the way to get to the back area of the desk. This is all the same thing. Okay. So this way, maybe? Three different ways to go, and I don't remember which way we went. I think we took this back way to go to where the murder was last time, right? I don't remember. We'll just try them and see.
I can't use it. Richard left with the keys.
So that was the way to the murder. Cross that big long walking area and then, I think. Okay. Oh, I see. That just comes back here and connects up again. Oh. Okay. Oh, I guess I can look at these. I don't know if this is going to help, though. Oh! Is somebody remove her eyes? That's... Okay. M.A. Richard, she said, was her boyfriend's name that runs the gallery, right? So that's M.A. is not a relation. As far as I know, none of the characters would have those initials. I don't know a lot of their last names, though, but I mean, it doesn't sound like it. M.A. again. Maybe he's using a pseudonym? Or maybe this is all the... I think he did say that there was a new gallery showing, like a new exhibit being shown. And so these are probably all the same artists showing off their work, right? I'm guessing. All right. Whoa, wait a minute. What the what? Seriously? These are all murder scenes? We didn't see one. Oh, you know what, though? I wonder if this is reference to the one in Prague. Even though we didn't find her that way, I wonder if this is a reference to that. Hang on, Somni. I just dry the tears from my eyes, and I'm good to continue. Yeah, this I think this is probably a reference to Prague. Looks kind of like the type of clothing people wore around that time. Not exactly, but somewhat. It feels more like it's 1800s clothing, but it was early 20th century, so it might be. You think it's gonna be the same guy? Well, copycat of Dabber Downer, right? Dabber Drowner, right? I don't think. I don't think. I don't think it's the same guy. I think it's a copycat. Yeah, but it's so it should be Dapper, Dapp. I think if you're talking about how smartly he dresses. But yeah, that's right. So then I don't. I mean, these kind of are reflective of what we saw in Prague, right? I mean, she isn't necessarily, but she could be a prostitute. That middle one's a little puzzling, though. Like, just lying on the couch, and she doesn't look like she's a prostitute at all. It's very strange. I'm not sure what to make of that. Yeah, I like when games do this when they have that kind of artistry where you can really tell the paintings and like see them and see the quality of them and stuff. I do like that quite a bit. And then here, this is the side of the river, I guess. I mean, Prague doesn't have any ocean touching it, so this must be the river, I assume. Unless it's somewhere else, not even in the country. Yeah, definitely would take a lot of work, right? Honing your skill and everything. I mean, no, because if you do that, Somni, then I'm gonna have to cry again. So you're just exacerbating the problem if you do that. Was this the original? No. This guy looks like me. He looks overweight. He doesn't look like he's healthy enough to be the Dapper Drowner. Keep wanting to say Downer. Dapper Drowner. He has glasses though, and I don't have glasses. Although my glasses probably will be arriving sometime this next week. Even a nurse. So we do. I wonder if this just happens. The MA just happened to do a lot of paintings from around that time of various scenes, and one of them happened to be. But see, then there's the. We haven't found any of them. Any of the prostitutes in Prague have not been found in a bathtub. That's only in modern times. So I don't actually know what the connection is, but somebody put him on the grill, just turned him over to get done on the other side, looks like. Alright, so come back over this way, I guess. I feel like there may be references to things going on in the story. I don't feel like it's clear enough to be clues, but I could be wrong, of course. I often am. See, this looks like more like something you would see in Prague, where there was a girl killed in the alley who was a prostitute or something. mock baptism. Could be. A lot of serial killers traditionally have felt they somehow needed to teach people lessons and stuff. Yeah, I think so. Like, I know your sins or something. Yeah, something like that. I think that's right. So I already went back to the station for the interrogation, so maybe I come back here. I don't know. I mean, I'm at this point not sure. See this, like, I like this. I just wish she would keep moving along automatically as she goes.
Hi, Claire.
Hey, sweetie.
So what can you tell me about this one?
She died by strangulation. Look at the lesions on her neck. Like victims 4 and 5, she was eviscerated. Again, the mutilations were probably done post-mortem. But he did something completely different this time.
What's that?
He put some of her intestines in the paint buckets.
Oh,
I noticed she was missing some, so I looked in one of the cans. In all my years of service, I've never seen anything so grotesque.
what the hell, dude?
Do you think that there are 2 of them working together?
No, I don't think so. It's not common to have 2 serial killers working together. I can only remember 2 cases, the Hillside Stranglers and Lucas and Toole. No, this is the work of one man. He's changed his pattern to match someone else's. The first 3 were beaten and drowned in water. By the 4th victim, the killer started to mutilate the body by evisceration, but the cause of death was still drowning. The 5th victim was pretty much the same. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not really, sweetie. This one's hard due to all the damn paint. I'll give you a full brief later.
Okay.
Did you remove anything from the crime scene?
No. Why?
Oh, come on now, Victoria. I know how you like to cut corners, especially when you get to a crime scene before I do. What, you think I forgot what you pulled on the Mississippi case?
No, I would never assume you would forget anything, actually. Yes, there was a photo in the victim's left hand. Also, I grabbed her work pass. Oh, yeah, I found a silver rose under the elevator over there.
So that's why I haven't found anything. Victoria, please don't do that again. Or do it, but tell me what you took before you rush off to God knows where, okay?
Promise.
What's up, sweetie? You look whiter than aspirin.
Well, I'm a little freaked out.
Okay, Claire is worried now. Talk to me, sweetie.
I've been reading my grandfather's journal. Well, it's not really a journal, more of a case memoir. Anyways, it's about a case he was working in Prague. He was hired by some local prostitutes to help stop and arrest a serial killer. My grandfather accepted freely, too. Well, to cut a long story short, the murders in Prague resemble the ones we have now. I have this eerie feeling that the killer knows my background and he's mind-fucking me.
Claire referred to herself in the third person, really.
You think that our killer found out about your grandfather's case in Prague and is now copying that killer's MO?
That pretty much sums it up, yes.
That is freaky. If the killer does know about your grandfather's case, why not be more blunt about it?
What do you mean?
Well, why doesn't he rub your face in it? Be more obvious about it.
He is, but I'm not picking up the signs. Like the message, disturbed sanctuary. And now this one, a sinner's pardon?
That's it.
He's definitely rubbing it in my face. I'm just at a loss for their meaning.
A sinner's pardon, that's what it was.
Did you finish reading those memoirs yet?
No, but trust me, I will. I have an errand to run first.
It's a good theory, but I think you should finish reading it.
Okay, thanks for the info, Claire.
It's not much, but it's a start.
Why would it be obvious that you need to come back here? They just don't make stuff clear in this game at places. Like, the logical next step would be, they don't tell you. Alright. So, I have an errand to run first. What is her errand? So she didn't say. So now I'm supposed to guess what the errand is, I guess? I don't know. I mean, what could the errand be? Can you guys think of what the errand might be? I can't think of anything. I mean, going to the club, maybe? Or the Red Lantern? But I can't get in there, right? I mean, unless we had to talk to Claire first, maybe, but... Yeah, I mean, I could go to the police station. Let's see. I still haven't, by the way, it's true. I've still not gone to the police station and tried to, without getting a photo elsewhere, tried to click on the laminating machine. I'm not convinced that's what I need to do, but I'm just thinking, in case that is, I might as well do that while I'm going there, right? Yeah, could be. I might be that I just need to go to the Red Lantern now. I don't know. We'll see. Doesn't hurt to look around the police station, though, first. Try that really fast. See if there's anything here. He's probably... That's probably still locked, right? He's still talking to...
The door's locked.
Yep, okay. Let's go over here. This showed up. Wonder if that's supposed to be telling me something then. Yep. There we go. Oh. We're not replacing her Red Lantern card picture. We're taking it off so we can just show a card saying we're a member. Okay. So, and it also was not the laminating machine, it was the paper cutter. Okay. Now we could probably go to the Red Lantern. Let's try it now. At least that one wasn't too hard to figure out if you were in the line of thinking that I was. But if you weren't thinking, I need to get a, like, replace the card or something, then you're going to have no idea, right? So. Alright. The spot on the ground. I keep thinking there's something with that spot, but there's not. Yep. Alright. Let's go, girlfriend.
I need to put my picture on the pass. He might actually look.
This game, though. Okay, where do I get a picture of myself? Because clearly... So I'm going... home? Again? I don't know. Just lest anyone get the wrong impression, I am really enjoying this game. I just chose a poor order in which to do things or something, I guess. First couple of times I saw that where she comes, like from that distance picture, you see her walk in the house and then walk past the window and then dip down. I wondered what she was doing, but you can see she got slippers on now. So she was getting out of her shoes and into slippers. Probably a house rule or something. The new one's just a dabbler. Just add an L. D-A-B-B-L-E-R. Dabbler. There you go. He's a dabbler in murder. He just dabbles a bit. Yeah, that's right. Oh, wait. He's out of the... We need to go over here. You don't need to worry about trying to salvage dignity, dude. I am like the least dignified person in the world, so you don't need to salvage anything around me. Now, you still want to salvage your dignity by all means, but
anything I can do for you,
I
sweetheart?
don't need.
No, Dad, I'm fine.
So still no. Okay, where are we supposed to find a picture of ourselves? I was looking, when I was here the first time, I was looking for like a little small photo on like a counter or something. I didn't find anything. So I don't know. Playing still life. Games full of strife. That's just a painting. Yeah, I'll check again. I don't think her dad's office or her room, either one, is going to have a photo that we want, though. And there's the picture, but that's not obviously going to be of
One
her.
of my grandfather's old paintings. It's from when he was in Paris, I think.
G. McPherson. I wonder if this is like some kind of impressionistic version of the killer he finally confronted. Excuse me. Well, that's kind of gross. Well, that's comforting. That other people don't have that also have issues with their dignity. To be fair, I don't actually care about dignity. So I would try, like in front of somebody that was dignified, I would try to act respectful and stuff. I care in that way, but I don't care about my own dignity. It's just life. It is what it is. I don't really feel any need to try to salvage anything. Okay, so none of this other stuff is selectable at all. So if we look in the chest this time, will we now find a photograph of herself? Click on the books that look like clearly photo books, and nothing. So, hey, well, I don't know if she had this embroidery on the front, though, but whose dress does this remind you of from the Prague time? Interesting. But I thought he ended up hooking up with Ida, right? Dignity schmignity, that's right. That's right, damn Skippy. Who the hell cares? Dude, if it's all about dignity and so you can't have fun, what's the point of that? That's garbage, dude. You totally need to have fun. Much more important than being dignified. I don't know what is this? But it's not something you really can analyze. It's just you put your pointer on it. I don't know. don't know what this is supposed to be. Some kind of a box of some kind, like a not an outlet, not a wall outlet, but like maybe a control box or something. I don't know.
Dad's room? Why the hell would I
Hey, you don't want to go in Dad's room. Stop belittling me, game. Jeez, I'm just trying stuff. You don't even make my self-esteem plummet. See, like here, like I looked to see if there were maybe going to be a picture up here or something. I mean, obviously this whole thing is just go enter the room and then you see from this angle, so you don't see the stuff over here anymore. But I mean, I don't even here, I don't see like any pictures or anything hanging around. So I don't know where I'm supposed to find. Not at your own desk at the office. Not at your dad's house. Like, where the hell else are you going to find a picture? Seriously. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to look. You know, watch it be like in my truck. Yeah, I was gonna say watch it be in my damn truck, probably. See, I thought about combining with this maybe, but I can't even select this, so I don't even know. Not like you should take the picture off of your official FBI badge anyway, right? That's probably a bad idea. That probably ends in termination at some point, I assume. And there's no picture in here, right? So if there's nothing in here, then I guess we must try the truck or something. Oh. God, right here. I looked everywhere and I didn't find it here. Okay. Speaking of not having any dignity, okay? Let's just... Case in point. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the office and we'll do the lamination stuff again, I guess. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, about that. All right. Office. I looked so many times. Apparently, I do need the damn glasses. Even though officially I don't, apparently I actually do need the glasses. So, it's a good thing I ordered them. Alright. Yeah, like why wouldn't you just put it on the mantelpiece? It's like trying to be all tricky. If we put it on the corner here, early in the game where you can't even do anything with it, and then you'll never notice it later. Thanks. Thanks, microids, jerks. Okay. How dare you do that to the picture from home? And apparently 2 cuts is enough to cut the entire border around it off. Sure, we'll go with that. French sense of humor. Okay. This. Oh, do I need to do any laminating at all? Let's try and see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Phew, glad I tried that. All right. She looks so excited in the picture. I mean, look at this. She just is happy to be at the Red Lantern. Doesn't that scream happiness? Okay. Alright, let's go back to the damn Red Lantern now, finally. That does suck that it took basically another murder for you to get something you could use to go in to get seen at the Red Lantern. I mean, it obviously, she would have found another way if it were real life, but in the game, they kind of had, they're like, we'll just kill somebody and then we'll let you use their stuff. Great. Yet another murder. It's fine. Sure. If you say so. It's kind of the nature of point and clicks, though. You just kind of have to accept that sometimes you'll not do stuff in the right order, and you'll have to redo it. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. There. You're not going to do your special voice in letting me in? Okay. Just figured you enjoyed doing the voice so much when I talked to you before. So farther or here, that's just examined, so. In your memoirs, you shall find the instrument of my suffering, with which we celebrate our vows. Okay. Okay, so that's going to one of the floors. I don't know what we need on any of the floors. Let's finish out what's on this floor currently first.
That looks comfy. That looks comfy.
Says it with a tone of jealousy a little bit.
The title is Perfect Love.
That's right, Nick Tucker. Move away. Yeah. Yeah, the music is stellar in this. That is definitely, there are a lot of, like I said, I've complained about a couple of the other minor things, but this game overall is really good quality. Really well done. In case this is significant, an ace and a 6. So 7 or 17. Or 16 if you're playing where everything from 10 and higher is a value of 10. Multipass? Oh, what's our character's name? Victoria McPherson. Multipass, that's right. She knows it's a multipass. I love that. Oh.
This one's called For Better or For Worse.
And that is a 3 and a 5. Oh. Okay. So I should probably write these. And probably not on my 2020 official voting ballot. That's probably a mistake. Okay. So we have an ace, a 6, and then on the other one, we have a 3 and a 5, and these are Roman numerals. I don't know if that makes difference, but what was this called again? Let me look at it one more time. Oh. Really? So you're not going to tell me again? Does anyone remember what they were called? I don't remember. This was Perfect Love, right? I think. I don't remember what the latest was called. That's okay. Probably doesn't matter. Otherwise, they would probably let me click and be told it again. Instead of just going here. So, okay. Okay, so we got these three things plus the picture over here. It looks like nothing in the pool or down below. Alright, so let's look at these first. Yeah, did it? That's cool. Oh. Okay. This almost looks like a Klingon batleth or whatever they're called. But this, I think this is actually is a traditional weapon from some more, like some from earlier cultures in the world. But this has a 36 on it. Interesting. I don't know why, but there's a dagger with the number 36 on it. Okay, and then there's, so here. Okay. Not really getting any kind of analyzing icons or anything, though, in this mode. So I think this is what we're supposed to take away from it. I'm guessing. Worf would be proud, right? Oh, we're gonna steal a mask. Alrighty then. And a nail, I guess. Okay. I assume we're gonna use those at some point. Alright, let's go look at this.
The title is Dark Wedding.
Oh, guess who? Psychopath. Dark Wedding with a 1 and a 4. One, 4 shows. I'm gonna put shows Dapper Drowner, even if. Yeah, that's the modern day guy, is the Dapper Drowner, right? Yeah, so shows the Dapper Drowner. Knives and pools are a great combination. Nothing can go wrong if you're naked around sharp objects, after all. Nice. That's awesome. Well played, sir. Well played. All right. So that's it for this angle. There was another direction, right? Yeah, this side. So apparently they put a wall between them. Interesting. Still got that cough. You really should get some cough drops or something, girl. I'm just saying. Victoria. Victoria, get your cough drops. Alright, let's look at that. You want a membership?
The painting is called Reminder.
Are you really excited to go swimming with sharp bits in the pool? Is that Your thing. I'm judging. That's your thing. That's, I mean, it's not mine, but I mean, you know, everybody has their thing. Okay, this is called Remember. This has, looks like a 4 and a 2. And it's a prostitute with a skull. Okay, I think I've got all the clues from the different paintings. I've written basically mostly what's in the painting. Like in this case, a prostitute with a skull is more or less what it looks like to me. I've written the numbers, whether they're Roman numerals or cards. So the ace is probably a 1 in that representation, but just in case, I wrote ace and 6 on that first one. And I wrote the names, except I couldn't remember the name of the second painting, but I wrote all the other names. And then I also wrote that there was a dagger with the number 36, or possibly the numbers 3 and 6. I know. Why isn't she quarantined? What the hell, Silhouette? I mean, I asked you to put her in quarantine so she wouldn't spread COVID to everybody. You think membership here would be costly? I don't. If people are walking around coughing, dying of sickness, and people are getting cut up by sharp objects in pools, I think they'd take enough of a hit to their reputation that it probably wouldn't matter at that point. One more time, see if she says the name here, although I'm guessing no. Yeah. Nope. Alright, well, whatever. The name may not be significant. I really don't know, so... Yeah, right? It's not bad, actually, yeah. Skulls are surprisingly challenging for a lot of people to create, to draw and or paint. It's not as easy as it looks. It's not just a circle and then like teeth or something. I mean, that's a basic one, but to make it look much more like a skull, it's more challenging. So we took the elevator before and went up. Does that mean 1 is at the top? Maybe we're trying to get... Oh, you know what? We're supposed to do those combinations. And I don't know... So we had Perfect Love, Dark Wedding, Remember, and whatever that second one was. Oh, you know what I bet is that we need to push 2 buttons depending on the picture, like for each one. So that one painting, Perfect Love, had ace and 6, so we probably have to push 1 and 6 at the same time. And then the next painting that had the sword was a 3 and a 5, so to push those 2 together. I bet that's how that works. So we go ace, 6. Maybe? Maybe not. They switch. How do I keep it down, I wonder? Oh, nope. Oh, so maybe I am doing it in an order. Okay, let's try that again. So maybe I do all of them together. 1, 6, 3, 5, 1, 4. No. Do I go in the order of events, maybe? Remember would be the last, I assume. That's like death, right? Somebody has died. Dark Wedding. Okay, Ace and 6. Maybe Dark Wedding next, 1 and 4. And then the sword, 3 and 5. No. Let's kind of reset it. Okay, hang on. Okay, so perfect love. He finds his perfect love. Which then leads them to have a wedding in secret, a dark wedding. There's a war over it, like Helen of Troy. Now. Maybe the wedding happens first. Maybe there's a war and a wedding. Yeah. Well, there's also technically the dagger 36, which may or may not come into play, right? It was painting, then into the pool. Then there was the dagger. Then another painting. And then on the other side of the pool, there was another painting. Yeah. Just tell him that, yeah, forgot, yeah. Chris Tucker, you mean? The guy that played Ruby Red on Fifth Element? Yeah. Let's read this again. This clue is probably more helpful. In my memoirs, you shall find the instrument of my suffering, with which we celebrate our vows. In my memoirs, so that would be remember. That's probably the order. So let me put that. So, in my memoirs, remember, you shall find the instruments of my suffering. So celebrating the vows, I assume, is the third one. The instrument of my suffering. I wonder if that's the dagger. But perfect love might be it. It might be a thing, like some kind of a statement about love. Okay, so let's try in my memoirs. So 4-2. Let's try Perfect Love. 1, 6, and then A Dark Wedding. 1, 4. No. Okay. So that's wrong. So it's not Perfect Love. I assume the other two are correct. We'll try the other combinations possible. So 4, 2, Remember. The Instrument of My Suffering. 3, 6. And then Dark Wedding. 1, 4. No. So maybe it's the sword. Because I don't remember what the title of that is, so... Yeah, it could be the sword, yep. So, okay. So, Remember is 4 and 2. So, in the memoirs, Instrument of My Suffering would be the sword, which is 3 and 5. And then we Celebrate Our Vows, which is 1 and 4. Incorrect. Okay. So there's A Dark Wedding. Oh, did I write it down wrong? Let's go back. Let me make sure I have these written down right. I always could have written it down wrong. Let me make sure. Whoops. Okay. So, the Excalibur sword is 3 and 5. 3 and 5. I've got that. Okay. So that one's correct. Just in case this matters, this is an ace and a 6. I do not see any other numbers with this, so it's got to be that, I think. Okay. The Dark Wedding. One and 5, right? Oh, you're right. Why did I put 4? I wrote it wrong. I wonder if I wrote 1 and then IV for 4, but I put 1 and V, and then I probably saw it and thought I wrote 4, not 5. Okay, so it is 1 and 5. That's probably where we've gone wrong. Thanks, Somni. It wouldn't have been that much longer, and I would have gone back and checked all the different numbers. Because, obviously, if I'm not doing it, something's wrong. Okay, let's try it one more time. So, Remember is 4 and 2. Supposedly, if I wrote it right. Okay, the Instrument of My Suffering was 3 and 5. And then Dark Wedding, 1 and 5. Okay, let's check memoirs again. We'll get it one of these times. Sorry, check the Remember painting. IV, right? And then II, 4 and 2. That's what I have. I suppose the instrument of my suffering might be that dagger after all. It is strange that it doesn't really go along with the other paintings, but at the same time, it is kind of strange that it just happened to be there on the wall in addition to the paintings. So I'm wondering if maybe that's the sword is to throw you off, and it's actually the dagger. Maybe. Okay, so remember for sure was 4 and 2. The dagger was 3 and 6. And then the Dark Wedding was 1 and 5. There we go. So is the dagger. It kind of makes sense with the dagger because that goes along with the idea of Romeo and Juliet, right? There's not the poisoning aspect, but there is the dagger killing each other, right? So, possible. Alright. Have to analyze more stuff? So many clues, though. Okay. Hang on. Alright, so let's just go around this way.
It says, I am the mistress of pain. Give me what I desire most.
I guess I'm writing more stuff down. Okay. Alright. A second here. Okay, so... Okay, and that's what, a woman in chains, basically. That's one. Okay.
It says, I am the mistress of pain.
Oh. Okay. So I'll just say it again.
It says, I am the queen of secrets. Give me what I desire most.
So it's basically the same, except this is Queen of Secrets. Okay, and that's the woman in robes. It's not exactly robes. It's a dress with a hood, I guess. I mean, I suppose these are robes of a type, kind of. This is different, so let's do these other two first, and then go to hereafter. This might be where we need to put in clues
It
or
says,
whatever.
I am Lady Temptation. Give me what I desire most.
Lady Temptation, and she's woman with snake. Mostly naked woman with snake or something. Okay. And finally, she looks like a succubus with her wings.
It says, I am the Baroness of Blood. Give me what I desire most.
And it's like the, I guess, demonic woman, kind of, or, yeah. I'll write it that way, just so I remember which one. Okay. Okay, let's interact with this now, I guess. Yeah. Yep. It's true. Just this? Okay. Silver apple half. Silver rose, silver apple half, silver mask, silver nail. Okay. So I think we have all of the silver stuff we need now. So Mistress of Pain, we probably need to give her the nail. That would be the first one.
It says, I am the Mistress of Pain. Give me what I desire most.
Oh, sorry. Put it in your hand. There we go. Okay. Queen of Secrets wants the mask, presumably. Ooh, creeper. Okay. Lady Temptation would be the apple, right? She gave in to temptation. She's Eve, basically, right?
It doesn't look like it works.
Oh. Oh, maybe that's the last one.
It doesn't look like it works.
Maybe not. Baroness of Blood. Okay, she put that there. So how does, maybe it doesn't go in that hand. Maybe I need to put it somewhere else. Oh, I need the second half of the apple probably. From somewhere. And I don't know from where. But I probably need a second half of the apple. So you can't look anywhere else around here. So it's not there. Yeah, that's probably what I need. We're going to find another half of an apple, though. The gray fox is behind the killings? Yeah. Yep. Because of Jesus, that's right. Well, just in general, of the 4 silver things we had, the one that inflicts pain is a nail, right? None of the others. I mean, technically, I suppose you could take a mask and beat somebody in the face with it or something and cause pain. But the mask doesn't exactly reflect pain on its own, right?
That looks comfy.
Mask. Those. Yeah, I don't know if there's any silver apple here. Are we going to have another murder before we find the other half of the silver apple or something? Nope. I do not know. But I'm not seeing anything in here. She didn't have anything in her hands, right? Well, it wouldn't be a physical thing anyway, so how would it go with the second half of the apple? Yeah, and actually hands behind her back. Just one more go over here, but I think we have to get the other half of the apple from somewhere else.
It doesn't look like it works.
Yeah. I have to have that second half, and I don't know where I'm going to get it. Okay. So I think we have to leave here. Find it somewhere. You think so? Well, after all the horror games I've played, I don't know. I don't know if I actually would or not. On the one hand, you sense these kinds of typical themes from horror games and you go, nope, 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 nope. But on the other hand, if you play them as much as I do, you kind of get used to some of the stuff. Except for like jump scares, sometimes they'll still get you, but you generally get used to the stuff, and so it doesn't creep you out and make you not want to do stuff anymore. So maybe playing horror games is bad because in the future you become unwise when you're in situations like this. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think anything's here at all. I think it's pretty much donezo for the rest of the game. Campus? Maybe? Possibly. She'll say she can't go in there, I'm assuming.
He's not there.
And then Mia's not here either, probably. She sold the gallery. I think crying.
The door's locked. I could use my foot, but I'll just go ask Mia for the key.
Oh. So we'll go ask Mia for the key. Maybe we'll find the second half of the apple in her apartment. Okay. That's a possibility. That's a good... Hopefully a good thing. Hopefully that'll work out and help us. That would be if, like, if that were real, though, like, right? Like, IRL, that would be scary. Or freaky. If you put something on a statue and suddenly it's like, you're like, what just happened? What in the actual, dude? Poor Mia.
Mia, do you know how the statues work?
You need to use a specific object for each statue. Mine is the apple. One half is in the room with the statues, and the other is at my apartment.
Can I have the key to your apartment, please?
Sure.
All right. I don't know if that's the voice acting or just circumstance, like coincidence, but that worked really well, having Mia respond that way. She's just like deflated from having seen her friend get killed recently. That would not surprise me at all. Apparently this is the University of Chicago dorms or something. What?
He's not there.
Oh, this is happening in Mia's apartment? Yeah, but like, this is in Mia's apartment. Like, seriously?
The door's locked.
I don't know how I feel about that. With okay. Oh, it's not coming from her apartment. It was just you could hear it while you were out in the hall. Oh, that's a little bit different. That's not quite so bad. I was like, what? But what? So we want to find the other half of the apple. It's not a real apple, so don't look in the fridge, Zex, where that doesn't make any sense. Drawer, no. Oh, here. Was this here previously? It might have been.
Nice bed.
All right. Oh. We looked at this before? I think we did, right? Pretty sure we did. Yeah. Oh, but we can grab this. Was that something new? Some kind of dare, or they're both drunk or high or something, I'm guessing.
Nice bike. We have major tongue action.
Yeah.
I wonder where that was taken.
All right. So we picked this up where it's not in our... Okay. No. So. Oh, there we go. The thesis proposal, I think, is what we just grabbed. Without Remorse, Unresolved Serial Killings, an examination of the 1931 Chicago serial killings and their relation to the 1929 Parlovka Ripper killings in Prague. So there were serial killings in Chicago as well, only a couple years later. And so because of that, now that we're in like the mid-2000s, there's the Chicago connection. So that's maybe where they connect. Okay, so an examination of the 1931 Chicago serial killings and their relation to the 1929 Perlovka Ripper killings in Prague, Czech Republic. Bivaklav Kolara research paper submitted in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the Master of Arts degree in criminology approved. 6 semester credits, Department of Psychology, University of Chicago, February 2004. I intend to examine the case reports of both the 1929 Perlovka Ripper killings in Prague, Czech Republic, and the 1931 Chicago serial killings in order to establish commonality of method and signature, which suggests that both series of murders were in fact carried out by the same individual. Okay. These didn't highlight, so I wasn't sure, but yeah, okay. By examining the circumstances surrounding the murders, including police files, coroner reports, and secondary documents, including newspaper coverage, which proved unusually sparse, considering the sensationalistic nature of the killings, and the journal of Yuri Skalnik, the senior investigator assigned to the case in Prague, and what little I have gleaned from the FBI archives, I believe I have identified the murderer. Gustav McPherson, private investigator and American expatriate, was present in Prague during the killings. He was also in Chicago at the time of the 1931 slayings. So they followed him? She's probably, with her thesis, saying he's the killer. I don't think that's true, though. Dabbler Drowner should lower the volume when in corridors. Yeah. I think so, yeah. Or a really good friend. Just because they had spent some time together, like making out and stuff, doesn't necessarily mean they were together, but they might have been. Yeah, I think they probably were. I just don't know for sure that they were. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really fishy, right? Mia was doing her dissertation, or not Mia, sorry, the other girl. Anyway, she's doing her dissertation on the killings, the 29 murders and the 31 murders in Chicago, and how they tied together, which also happen to relate to or be similar to the murders happening right now. And she's proposing, I assume, that Gus McPherson was the killer in Prague and Chicago back then, and now we're Victoria McPherson, the granddaughter, investigating the modern copycat of those. Yeah, it's really kind of messed up, right? So he was also in Chicago at the time of the 31 slayings. Further research into Mr. McPherson's background revealed that he fled New York in the winter of 1922, following allegations by that city's police force that he may have been responsible for an unsolved homicide involving a former client. While in Paris, McPherson apparently worked as a painter. Oh, so he fled New York and went to Paris, I guess. While in Paris, McPherson apparently worked as a painter until he was drawn into L'Affaire Wheat, the investigation of a double homicide at the Hotel Orphée in autumn of 1925. Interestingly, so murders are just following him around, and I still don't think he did it. So somebody really has it out for him and really wants to stick it to him, make it look like he did all this stuff. Interestingly, one of the victims, Faye Johnson, registered under the alias Ruby White, may well have been known to McPherson as a result of the investigation that prompted him to leave New York. McPherson then left Paris, apparently in order to evade the authorities, who may have identified him as a suspect in the Hotel Orphée killings. He made his way to Prague, where he abandoned his painting and resumed working as a private investigator. Following the last of the Prague killings, a prostitute by the name of Ida Skalikova, whose company McPherson was known to solicit, McPherson fled once again. Oh no! And they just gave it away too. Ida gets killed. Following the last of the Prague killings, a prostitute by the name of Ida Skalikova, whose company McPherson was known to solicit. McPherson fled once again, a step ahead of local police who had a warrant for his arrest. There were no more killings in Prague following his departure, only to reappear in Chicago in 1931, followed by 3 more murders. Damn it! I was hoping that was going to be like a nice love story and stuff. That Ida and he would end up back in Chicago and that they would have had Victoria's father, Pat, I guess, as would have been the child that they had together. And then looks like she's dead too, though. McPherson subsequently resumed his career as a private investigator and does not appear to have been a suspect in these killings. If accepted, I intend to present a convincing case for McPherson as the Perlovka Ripper and perpetrator of the Chicago murders. Furthermore, I intend to construct a detailed psychological profile of McPherson in an attempt to better understand what drove him to commit such ghastly crimes, and why, atypically for serial killers, according to current theories, he then apparently stopped killing. Because he's not the friggin' killer! That's why he stopped killing. Anyway. Well, that sucks. Damn it, dude. Well, that sucks. I was hoping Ida would have a happy story. Suck, man. That is crap. I mean, actually crap. The death metal is awesome. Yeah, okay. We get it. I'm worried about copyright with that, because it's probably actually like a real death metal band. But we'll see. If I get copyright, I'll get copyright. I might re-upload this after I remove the song or something. Replace it maybe with some other death metal before I upload it to YouTube again, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's just misdirection. Yeah, so back to the Red Lantern, right? Now that we have the apple put together. Unlistenable, even. I don't know. I'm not going to say eclectic, but I have a broad spectrum of musical tastes. So I actually like almost all music. There are a couple of exceptions, but almost all music I like, or at least find okay. So the chances that some music in some game or something, or a movie or whatever, is going to be something I'm fine with is generally pretty high. Yeah, they can be. So we'll have to find out. Like I said, YouTube has a beta option for trying to remove audio. I may or may not be able to use that on the video that's streamed, assuming it gets hit. First of all, it needs to be hit by copyright. Then, if it does, I might have a beta option to remove it. And then finally, if that doesn't work, because I'm recording these at the same time, I can always go in and edit the audio myself and then upload again. Jan Tiersen? Yeah, and then, oh, Nirvana, yeah. Tell me about Nirvana, dude. Seriously. Okay, what did that do, though? I don't know what that did. Did that open something here? Or is it somewhere else, maybe? Maybe it's another room or something. I don't see anything that opened up here. Do you guys? Might be missing it, but maybe it opened something over here. Maybe not also. Well, yeah, as long as long as I'm not going to get a bunch of copyright hits and stuff on YouTube. Anytime there's really good music in a game, I'm always a little bit worried about it because I could get copyright strikes or something. It depends. Just because copyright is identified also doesn't mean I get a strike or something. So it doesn't necessarily risk hurting my account, or my channel, but I just need to be careful about that kind of stuff, right? Okay, I really don't understand what this did. Check back here again, it's just gonna be the bowl of apples, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, let's go ahead and stop that here. This is a good place to stop. Let's put this here. Alright. So that is going to do it for tonight. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I appreciate it. As always, your support is appreciated, and I am happy you guys are on these streams with me. I have people to talk to and stuff, interact with. It's always fun. Yep, so tomorrow will be Critter Chronicles at the normal. So I'll see you then, Mama, sounds like. Anybody else who can make it as well. It's going to be the new Sunday time, so 2 hours what it previously was. So it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks for joining me. I will see you soon. I hope to have a lot more content uploaded soon as well. Appreciate your support, and I will see you on Discord or elsewhere. Till then, peace.
Poor Spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.